Morning. Good morning. Good morning. Outlaw Trucker, Armenia Knox. Welcome, welcome. Hello. Hello, beautiful people. What are you guys doing on this? What is today? Tuesday or Wednesday? I don't even know what today is. It's what today's Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Must see TV tonight, baby. I got some housewives coming on for tonight. The housewives. I thought it come on last night. I was so excited. I couldn't. I went and weed eated. We bought a new weed eater. Okay, so my husband's wanting to give our son. He just bought his first house, uh, and he said, "Let's give." We had bought a couple years ago. We got a zero turn. Hey, Miss Ann, we got a zero turn lawnmower, and I bought myself a. My aunt passed away, and I come in with some money, and we bought some yard stuff. Anyway, I bought myself a weed eater. I love to weed eat, but it's a cobalt. It's a rechargeable. It takes a battery and it's rechargeable, and it takes an 80-volt battery. Anyway, that sucker, you can put a blade on it. I'll show you guys what we got. But anyway, I love that weeder. It's a got from Home Depot, and so anyway, that thing is powerful. So we bought that, and anyway, my husband bought himself a Greenworks chainsaw long ago that also takes a rechargeable battery and 80-volt. But so anyway, he said let's let Trev have our the other weed. We'll just buy a new one and we'll get one to go a Greenworks that goes with this the chainsaw. But anyway, we bought this about a year ago to go on the end of the cobalt weed eater so we could cut trees and stuff down with it. I don't know why my camera's glitching, but anyway, I used the weed eater for the first time, and let me tell you, it ain't nothing compared to my cobalt. Oh, I was so disappointed. I mean, it was, gosh, the damn battery for that thing, you guys, cost more than the weed eater. If I got the battery and the recharger, the charging thing to go with it, it more than doubled in price. I couldn't believe it. So anyway, but we already have a charger and a battery to go with our chainsaw, But anyway, it's of course they're not compatible. You can't cross over. Hey, Miss Barb. Hey, KB and Fancy Pants. Delene, Miss Wilma Flintstone. Welcome, babe. Welcome, Desiree. Hey, love. So anyway, I went out there last night and we needed, and we have the house next door to us is vacant, and it was been foreclosed on. Rachel Wolf in the house, so the stuff is growing up. So I went up there and weed eated and tried to knock some of that grass down so it wouldn't look so, caca right next to us. But, I was asking the lady that lives across the street. She works at a bank, not the same bank that has got the foreclosure on this. But, she told me with the way things are right now, that they're still getting caught up from COVID. She told me it may be 2 to 3 years before they ever do anything with this house, before the bank ever actually gets involved and starts coming out. I mean, it's going to be it's a brick home, but when you don't live in something, it goes down very quick. So, and I think there's a tree hit the roof and it goes all the way through. So it's you can see the outside from the inside. You know what I mean? So it won't be long with humidity. The way humidity is around here, that place would be But anyway, I just hate it. I wish they would get out here and resell it or do whatever they're going to do. Hey, Miss Carol, how are you? I know what it was so hot, Miss Wilma. It was hot, so I got out there about 8:00. It was late last night after the sun went down because it's freaking hot here. I know we are. I burned a little bit before I cut weed eated. I burned a little bit, but it was contained, just a couple boxes and stuff. My dad, whenever growing up, we had gullies on the back of our property. And, I bet, Miss Carol, I'm telling you what. Hey, Miss Norma, I'm telling you, they have that heat advisory, it's serious stuff. There are people I feel gratitude and so bad for the people that have to work out in it because it is miserable. It's really dangerous and miserable. But, what was I going to tell you guys? I can't remember what I was going to tell y'all, but it'll come back to me. But, yeah, and we've been It's so humid here. Man, it's like just miserable if you do get out there. And oh, we have what you call the pogy plants, the pogy plant around here, and I don't. It's disgusting smelling. It's worse than Little Rock. Oh, Little Rock. When my aunt used to live there, and I remember we'd go visit, and it would smell like that paper mill. It would stink so bad. But the pogy plant here is a fish, and okay, I'm gonna just tell you how my husband told me. They use it to make dog food and makeup, he told me on a real hot day. Hey, Miss Ann. Oh, I text Alicia. He told me on a real hot day. Hey, Brittany, love, that they are. I started writing you back, Brittany, and something happened. Anyway, it went in my drafts. I've got it halfway. I'm gonna finish it and get it to you. But he says that on a real hot day, if you catch one of those fish, and you can see the boats out in the Gulf out here, doing whatever they do, pick them up like a shrimp boat, except it's a pogy boat. But anyway, he told me that on a real hot day, you could throw one of those down on a cement on the concrete, and he said it would evaporate or like just turn to oil. The fish would like basically dissolve into oil. But anyway, when they got that pogy plant running, oh, sticky winky is, I can't. It makes me sick to even go outside. So, and it's usually in the early in the mornings that you smell it. And I thought, well, oh girl, you could go out there this evening and weed eat, or you can get your butt out there early in the morning and take a chance on the pogy plant being fired up. So I thought, well, I'll just get there this evening and go ahead and knock it out. And I'm glad I did too, because it was nice. I mean, it was still hot, but it was nice. We have a rendering plant north of when you drive down the interstate. Oh yeah, what do they render, Miss Wilma? Yeah, this thing like stinks. And it's only like a couple of days a week that I smell it. I don't know, but if I smell it, I come in. I'm not kidding you. It makes me nauseated, especially if I hadn't had anything to eat, and if it's early in the morning and I just had coffee. Ugh. I mean, it's really that bad. People that come down here are like, what is that smell? Well, you won't forget it. But it's disgusting to think about making makeup with it and dog food. You know what I mean? It's like gross. I don't know if it's the oil they get out of it or what, but I don't know. Okay, I thought we would do a little, let me see. I'm going to call it DC water cooler. Talk a little bit about what's been going on in the streets around here. If y'all cared so much, this isn't the way. Why can't y'all face her and let her respond? Hey, Fresh Start. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I have no problem facing her. And what do you mean this is not a way to do it? You don't even know what I'm going to do. And you know what I mean? You have no idea what I'm going to do. So stick around. You may see that I'm not so bad after all. You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing against her. Julie Bean. Fish oil and fat. Muffin Mouse. What up, baby? Hey, hey, hey. So anyway, there was a video that, hey, Remy. Yeah, I Fresh Start, do what? I mean, you know what I mean? I'm not trying to beef with nobody, but I'm entitled to come on my channel and, discuss things, especially when it indirectly bothers me. You know what I mean? Hey, Kelly Ford, how are you, babe? I'm good. I'm good. And I hope you are too. Your title says everything. She's not a bad person. You're provoking this makeup. I'm not. No, she's not nuts, and I'm not provoking makeup mobster to go after her. My title says it all. Well, yeah, that's because well, I'll get into it in just a minute. I'll get into it. Fresh Start. So, hey, Unitonica, stick around. You may say, hey, Miss Ann, you may see that, I'm not. It's not so bad after all. Look, if you come into these streets, this area, this community, you need to have a thick enough skin. And if you don't, then, they'll weed you out real quick. So I'm not trying to get makeup officer's not nuts. Y'all think she's nuts because of what Marissa has told you. There's two sides to every story, you guys. And then the truth is in the middle. She is by far a bad person, makeup monster. By far. She's a good lady. She is very talented. She's a good mother. and wife, regardless of what you guys have been told. You know, she was a mole in Marissa's Patreon, but she wasn't the only one. Marissa had lots of moles whenever I was around, lots of moles. So you guys should need to, like, you know, before you believe everything you hear, you ought to get both sides of the story. You know what I mean? Because Makeup Mobster is not nuts. So yeah, it's like you know, people that just believe what somebody else says. There's a word for those people. You know what I mean? Hey, Janie, Julie Bean had autism and is clearly being manipulated by Molly. Amen, girl. We all know how manipulated. Yep. I'm not adding to the stress. I'm not bullying Julie Bean either. That's the last thing I'm doing. You know, first start, she hasn't been obsessed. She talks about Molly when Molly talks about her. That goes both ways. Makeup Mobster talks about Molly whenever Molly talks about her. It's been going back and forth. So, you know, I used to not care for Makeup Mobster whenever I was friends with Molly, because that was kind of the way it was. If you're friends with Molly, you can't be friends with Makeup Mobster. So whenever I got out of that and I got to know Makeup Mobster for herself, for who she is, for myself, you know what I mean? And I didn't listen to what Marissa was saying. I was able to get to know her. She's a fine lady. She's a fine person. So I'm just saying, if Julie Bean can come on here and dish it out, then she needs to be able to take it. And I'm not being ugly, but I'm not causing her no stress. I wouldn't do that I'm not about that. If there's anything you know about me, know that I'm not about pushing somebody to a point of no return. I don't want that on my hands. Hey, Ems, how are you, love? And I wouldn't do that to anybody. But like I said, I'm entitled to react. And, you know, when you put videos out, that is a chance you take that somebody's going to react to it. You know, look, there's a lot of other people reacting to her videos. Have y'all been in those chats and said the same thing to them? Because I'm not the one. I mean, trust and believe I could have done this, you know, a week ago, 2 weeks ago, but I haven't. But, you know, I've seen 2 videos now where Julie Bean is saying that all these creators are obsessed with Molly Golightly, when that's the furthest thing from the truth. It's delusion. If you think that, then you're delusioned for real. Because I can guarantee you, nobody in this community is obsessed with Molly Golightly. What we are is tired of her rhetoric. We're tired of her bull crap. We're tired of it. She's been banned from YouTube for a reason. Okay? Banned by YouTube for a reason. Not for other creators to start a live up so she can just go live on that person's panel and drag Makeup Mobster for an hour and a half. Jilly basically fired her live up so Marissa could come on there and drag Makeup Mobster. Makeup Mobster, Molly doesn't have a channel, so she's using Jilly Bean. Hey, Zena with Fire. You know what I mean? She's using her. And it's obvious to all of us, but thank you, Zena with Fire. Yeah, Molly's a bully. And look, I'm going to say this. I hope Marissa's doing better. I hope she is taking time to heal from losing her mother. I hope she is, because I'm going to tell you something. She needed, Cheyenne, hello. She needed a break, regardless. And look, her not being on this platform, you can believe whatever you want to believe, that she was mass flagged or whatever. You can believe whatever you want to believe. She did it to herself. If you guys were following her and watch, she has been spiraling for several months prior to her losing her channel. But if you've been watching her, she was trans bashing Mallory, lying on Mallory, reading supposedly Mallory's criminal report when it wasn't even her, talking about her as a man when Mallory is she's transgender. She's a female now. That's what she was doing while on the same live that she was raising money for St. Jude. When she wasn't, in that same live, she was sitting there talking about Mallory like she was a piece of shit. Hey, Blank Screen, what up, bud? That's what she was doing when they took her channel down. She did it to herself. She absolutely did it to herself. She has abused people, walked on people, embarrassed people, treated them like shit far too long, and not had any consequences. You know, you can only do bad for so long before it's going to catch up with you. And that's what she had done. And, but I hear, Julie Bean, the Love of Scorpio, talk about how, you know, it's always the other person. If you listen, KJ's crazy. Dre McCrae's crazy. None of that group over there can take yourself outside of that to actually think about it and look and say, well, maybe it's not them. Maybe it's Marissa. You know, if you guys would do that, take the blinders off. You know, there is fault all the way around. But all these other people can't be, we all can't be crazy, and we all can't be the nut job. She couldn't have reached out and got all the nut jobs in this community to be in and had fallen out with them. She wouldn't have been that lucky. You know, and she talked about doxing. Marissa's the biggest doxer there is on here. She don't care. And if she doesn't do it, she gets somebody that follows her, one of her Patreons, to do it. And, you know, she keeps doing this, her and Laura saying that we're all obsessed. No, we're not obsessed. And I don't care. Julie Bean you can look at my channel. Go to my live tab on my channel. And I want you to go back and see. I haven't done any videos on Marissa for the last 3 or 4 months. Not one video has been done. More than enough. Unclone Capone. You know, I haven't done any videos on Marissa because she got deleted. She got terminated. So the clip channels that are doing it are uploading from Kik. I don't know. I don't have a Kik account. I opened one. And then I closed it the same day. So I don't know. But they're uploading her video content from Kik and uploading it over here. That's the only way I see anything from Marissa. It's what the clip channels put on there. And if she wasn't over there on Kik, trying to be relevant about YouTube and still talking about the creators from YouTube over there, the clip channels wouldn't have a desire or a need to go over there and clip her shit and bring it back over here. You know, but they're entitled. They're clip channels. They're entitled to do whatever they want to do. If they want to do that, that's their prerogative. But I'm not making videos about her because she's gone. Yeah, Susie, you're right. Laura does. I mean, look, and Laura, whatever. She can beat that drum if she wants to about Molly. You know, they've had so many falling out and got back together, it's not even funny. You know, I don't mention Molly to get views. Now, I've said before, and I'll say it again. And when I first started my channel, yeah, I did it based off of most of my videos was about Marissa because that's when the shit was hitting the fan between she and I. So, yeah, and I've said it. Have no apologies about it. You know, I love to hear people get on there and say, like Love of Scorpio and Julie Bean, get on there and say, I just need to get over it. My God, I just need to get over it. You know what? Bite me. Because until you have had it done to you, you don't have the right to tell me what I need to get over, when I need to get over it, and how it should affect me. Why would I ever get over it? Because first of all, you need to remember the whole reason she went live that night and called Tacos and them up about the pictures. The whole reason she did that was based off a lie. Somebody went into her chat and told her that I was talking about Jake in a negative way. That fired her ass up. I haven't talked about Jake. Would not ever do that about him. He's a good kid. Hadn't done it, didn't do it. But instead of her trying to find out if that was the case or the truth, she does what she's famous for. She reacts. And that's what she did. And look, even if let's just say that I sent Tacos and them every picture, dirty pictures, video. Let's just say I did. It did not give them the right to share it with Molly, and it damn sure didn't give her the right to go on her platform and talk about them and describe them and make them disgusting sounding. Okay? That was wrong. And anybody that can sit by her and support her after she's done that speaks volumes. Look, I'm not going to get over it because, first of all, she hasn't acknowledged that she did anything wrong, and I haven't heard an apology from her. She was wronged all the way around. I would never do her like that or do anybody like that. And if I was her friend at the time and she was up there doing that shit, I would have bowed out. First of all, I would have told her behind the scenes, hey, I'm not down with that, and I would have left. I wouldn't stay there and support and continue to support somebody that has done what she done to me. Not to mention the hundreds of other people, maybe not hundreds, but it's pretty close to it, of other people that she had been very ugly to and vile and try to destroy. And we're not even touching that. I'm just speaking from my own platform. I'm speaking from what happened to me. So, you know, we're all obsessed and we're all crazy according to them. And it's so not like that. It's so not like that. But do you guys talk about these other creators being obsessed with Bullhorn Betty? Because I see the same creators talking about Bullhorn Betty and Don Wells. Are they obsessed? Do y'all call them obsessed? You know? Look, this is what it is. We're in the community that we're in. And whether you want to say you're in drama or not, it doesn't matter. True crime, drama, it doesn't matter. It is what it is. This place is as much good and as many good people as there are in it. It's that much bad also. And you've got to have a thick skin or this isn't a place for you. Period. You've got to be able to take it. And if you can't, then you need to bow out. Because I'm not going to chew you up and spit you out. There's somebody that will on here. Thank you, Janie. No, I'm not. I'm not bullying her, and I wouldn't bully. I wouldn't bully Jilly Bean. I really wouldn't bully her. You know, I don't know what people's been saying to Jilly Bean or about her. I don't know. I haven't heard anything. What I have heard is people reacting to her videos when Molly was up there. That's what I've heard. I haven't watched that video all the way through. I cannot stand to hear Marissa's voice. I'm just going to be honest with you. So I haven't sit there and watched it. But what I was saying about her, I hope she's doing better. I do. I hope that she's doing better. I hope she's healing from losing her mother because she needed a break. She was spiraling. I know she was a completely different person when she left this platform than she was when she come on it. I can tell you that because I never would have become friends with the person that she was when she left here. You can trust and believe that. I would never have been friends with somebody the way she was that acted the way she did when she left here. I don't have those kind of friends in my life. I don't entertain that kind of crap. I don't have time for it. So when I tell you she's different, maybe she was the same way and she just had the wool pull over my eyes. I don't know. But you could see a drastic change in her. It went to her head. She began to think that she was untouchable. How many times did y'all hear her say, I'm making too much money for YouTube, but I'm not going nowhere. She thought she was untouchable. She thought that she could talk to anybody the way she wanted to talk to them. Treat them the way she wanted to, and that there was no repercussions for it. Well, I guess she got found out, didn't she? Because finally, somebody said something to the right person at YouTube. They took her down. She took herself down. All the mass flagging in the world is not going to take somebody's channel down. YouTube has to do it based off your content. They did it out for her content, you guys. Open your eyes up. Maybe she is doing better, and I get it. If you're a friend, you want to stand beside her and support her. I get it. Do it. But don't try to make the people that she has wronged look like nut jobs because they still feel the same way that they do. You know? I'm not trying to tell Jelly Bean not to be friends with her or anybody not to be friends with her. You've got to, you've got to row your own boat and figure that out on your own. I'm not trying to talk you out of doing nothing. I'm not trying to talk you out of not supporting her and supporting me. Not even case. That's not what it is. You will find out. Maybe you won't. Maybe she's turned a leaf and she's going to, continue to stay a decent person. Maybe she has. Maybe she hasn't. Only time will tell. But when she's been banned from a platform and a creator strikes a live with the intention of letting a creator that's been banned from YouTube come up on her panel and do nothing but drag another creator in the YouTube community for an hour and a half to 2 hours and spew lies about that person, I have a problem with that. And that's what Jelly Bean did. Marissa doesn't have a channel in this community. She doesn't have the right to get on someone's platform and drag a creator over here in YouTube. She doesn't have that right. She lost that right when she lost her channel. So that's where my problem lies. It's not with the Evil Queen. What up, babe? It's not with people that support Molly. I don't like. It's not about that. I'm not that vain. Trust me, I'm not like that. I just want Jelly Bean to respect the YouTube's terms of service. You know what I mean? And quit making it sound like all these people are obsessed with her, because I can guarantee you we're not. No, Miss Norma, she doesn't. She doesn't. Hey, Polka Dot Suzanne, what up, babe? It is what it is, you guys. There's a list of people. I was sitting there this morning when I was drinking my coffee, and I made a list of people that, just off the top of my head. And look, I'm not saying that some of these people didn't, give it as good as they got. I'm not saying that. But just off the top of my head, Mitten Mama, Yaya, Sisterhood, Heidi, Potty Mouth Mom. If you guys want to know, it's easy to find out about Potty Mouth. More than enough right here in chat. She was the first victim that I was able to see. And after that, Potty Mouth Mom, Gina Diamond, Voices for the Voiceless, The Wells, Dre McCrae and her family, Princess, her best friend. Just to name a few of people that she has done wrong on this platform. I mean, hey, wild German lady. And I know for a fact that, as far as I know, you're not blocked. There wasn't but one blocked person on my block list this morning whenever I looked. But as far as I know, you're not blocked. But, all these people can't be wrong. They really can't. Hippie party, what up? I mean, you can do whatever you want to on your channel. You can. But when you do whatever you want to, and it's catering to Marissa that's been banned from this platform, then you need to be ready to suffer the consequences, because creators are going to speak out. Okay? It's not okay. They're going to, Shanann Watts. I mean, that's what she started. She started her channel with Scott Baio's had been accused of rape. Well, I don't know if I can say that or not, but anyway, she started, if you'll notice, the Me Too, she doesn't get behind. She gets behind the men and goes against the victims that said that they were done. Scott Baio was the first one, and then Nick Carter was the second one. She takes their side instead of the victims, okay? So that's what she started her channel with. And then she got into the Watts. And she's apologized for what she done. But it still happened. Okay, it still happened. She still did it. And what happens on the internet is on there forever. The woman had been murdered. Where is the sensitivity in that? You know what I mean? That was this. So she started with them. And every case that she has touched since then, she has made a mockery out of. If you're okay with her going down to Florida and doing all that yelling and doing all the crap, and then taking credit for the reason the sister of Brian Laundrie come out, taking credit for that, taking credit for them finding the mom and dad coming out of the house and them going to, she took credit for that. I mean, are you freaking, that's delusion at its finest. Yeah, she has no empathy, wild German lady. Y'all are lying for a makeup monster. Look up whatever she lied on a child. Okay, look, I'm not digging in the history. All I'm doing is basing it off of what I've seen and do a dive. You know, we've all got things in our past that we're not proud of. But the person that I know, a good person, and she's nothing like she was portrayed to me. Nothing. But it's, and even if snake by a snobster or whatever, even if you're even if that's true, it doesn't give Marissa the right to come on a platform that she's been banned from and drag another creator for an hour and a half or however long she did and spread lies about it. It is not okay. So I'm not saying about a narrative or whatever. It's not. I haven't blocked the person. I have not blocked anything. Or is people blocking somebody in chat? I don't know. I'm not. Y'all don't want the truth. You want a narrative. You block everything. It's disgusting. I don't block anything. Snake up, snobster, whoever you are. Don't come in your real name. I'm not blocking anybody. If you're not being ugly and rude, you're probably not getting blocked. You do not block people when you're depicting truth. I don't ever block people to start with. I never have been a blocking person. I don't block people. I don't delete comments. My mods do not block everybody. You're ridiculous. Nobody's being blocked. So get on out of here with your trolling ass. If you can't be truthful, get your ass on out of here. Nobody, I know that, Unitonic. It's just a troll. But let's see. I heard her say on the main thing. I'm just going to play a little something for you guys. I'm going to play of how it looks. I felt sorry for Dean. I'm going to be honest with you. I do. I feel a little sorry for her. I do. But I'm not trying to tell her who to hang out with and who not to. I'm not trying to get her support, and I'm not. It's not like that. I can promise you, it's not like that. But this is a prime example of why people feel like they do about the situation between her and Sly Molly. This is a prime example. Hold on a second. Let me get okay. My mouse went to sleep. Bear with me. Okay. And this is fair use. Let me put that out there. Fair use. I'm going to stick it on my. Oh, I got to get my times of it. My husband and I are getting, I guess it's a summer cold. It makes me so caca. Okay, let's see. Okay, I'm not going to be able to immediately see chat, but okay, let me see. Okay, I'll go to Now, this is where Kathy P reacted to Kathy P. Let's talk about it. She reacted to Jilly Bean's live. So I am playing a few little excerpts from her live. Okay, so I'm not using Jilly Bean's material straight on. I'm going through Kathy P's only because I think she put it behind a paywall and I'm not paying anything to get it. So let's see.
You're listening, my cooking? Yeah, I cooked for the kids. Hubby decided he didn't. He ate a big meal before he left and then took a nice lunch, which lets me off the hook before he went to work. He goes to work at a weird time. He gets, hey, wine, crimes, and mayhem. It's oh my God, this is enlightening. I didn't know this ish. Yeah, well, everything she's saying is exactly Molly's describing her own life.
Well, this is Kathy P talking about.
I've got video clips proving all the stuff I'm saying. I wouldn't sit up here and say something. Hey, Denise, how are you? If it wasn't true.
Exactly.
I'm not going to do that. And I'm not going to attack someone's parenting and someone's husband with a bunch of lies and bullcrap like she's just done.
Exactly. So when she starts it back up, I think this is the point, the part that
she's Mother of the Year, don't you all know?
Nothing. I heard that this did not from two people. Did you know that poor kid lives on McDonald's and Panera? Did you guys know that?
I knew nothing about her. I'm finding all this stuff out, and it's wow.
Okay, so she knows nothing about Makeup Mobster. She says she's finding all this stuff out. Okay, and if you notice, it's all negative.
Boy, you don't know that either. That's just it. You have no clue, and you need to shut all the way up because you live on DoorDash. Your subs would DoorDash you food all the time. How come Walnuts, Wally Boy, had to call you and tell you he was going to bring him over for a visit? Because they were staying at the rental house. I'm Molly. Yeah. Got all this info right from your live. You were.
Oh, I'm going to speed it up a
Jones
little bit.
just wasn't enough.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Hold on.
Oh my God.
What the fuck is she talking about? How would you know? You're disgusting. You're describing your own life at home. That's what you're doing. Because your old man don't even live in the same house with you. So chances are you aren't getting none. Just saying. Wow, I can't believe she just said that shit.
I never thought about that. It's true.
Yeah, that's what you always think about. Everything always goes sexual with you. Everything. Because I think you're deprived. But who would want to? You can't get,
with our man.
Can't get
Make sure that we are looking to put down there. We're not going to make him choke and stop and pick, you got to our mouth. We don't want that, right? We don't want that. We want to make sure that we're having healthy, we're not going to make our spouse stop and put down.
How dare you, Molly? You can't even be bothered to take a freaking shower and change your clothes.
Hello, wash your hair.
Your hair looks nasty all the time. You wear the same clothes for days on end. Are you freaking kidding me? Her hubby goes home at night and in their bed. Where's yours, Molly? At the Airbnb, the one that you got in trouble with because you doxed the person. Wow, what a sick bitch. What a sick bitch.
Back and who sits in the back of their throat? No, there's no way she's having a sex life.
I mean, how does she know what Makeup Mobster's sex life is like?
Because I doubt you have one. Just saying. I mean, it's kind of hard to have one when you don't even live in the same house.
No, listen, I'm not going to say her name. She said, what's really sad? She was one time husband walked in and he don't fault me.
I'm going to speed it up to the part that. Okay, so you heard Jilly say that she didn't know Anything about Makeup Mobster?
Jilly, she's saying that because she's using you, but you can bet behind the doors. You know, there's a reason why the Patreons don't like you. But Molly, you've got the ugliest soul.
Yep.
Which makes you ugly. All that plastic.
You guys, listen. This is the real truth. This is the real truth. Whenever I was in her Patreon, she was so paranoid over people being moles. Okay, she was so paranoid about that anybody knew that come in or whatever, she assumed that they were a mole. And there was a girl that had joined the Patreon, and she joined Laura's at the same time. And I think her screen name was I can't remember. But anywho, Marissa told me behind the scenes to try to find out if she would, through Patreon, go in there and talk to her and see if she was on the up and up, or, if she was a mole or whatever. Marissa says that I'm pretty sure she's a mole. So I asked Pretty Pistols or something like that was her screen name. She lived in Texas. Pretty with Pistols. So I go into Patreon and I, type a message to her and welcome her and ask her what her screen name is on YouTube. And anyway, tried to find out if she was a mole or whatever. Well, she come back, offended. Okay, she was offended. And so anyway, several months carried on. And I get a phone call from Marissa, and she's in Hershey World, and she's buying stuff for this particular person, this customer, patron, Pretty Pistols. And she had been calling her, trying to get her on the phone, and the girl didn't answer. Anyway, she says to me, well, first she went to went somewhere, and this lady showed up at the meet and greet, and they went out together and drank and stuff. And Marissa called me, and she's like, I want y'all to get along. And I said, I didn't know we weren't getting along. I mean, I never talked to her again after that. And after I reached out to her, I mean, I would see her in Patreon and stuff, but we never but I didn't converse with a lot of people. So she's like, I hung out with her, and she said, I think you guys, I want y'all to get along. Well, I didn't know we weren't getting along. Okay. Not according to, if we weren't getting along, it was news to me. So, but Marissa behind the scenes, was talking out both sides of her mouth and had this girl not even liking me, and had the audacity to ask me to reach out to this girl and mend the fence that I didn't even know was freaking broke. I'm just saying, I got tons of stories I could tell. Okay.
Surgery and all those fillers that you get doesn't help. But, in my opinion, I think Makeup Mobster is a beautiful woman.
Okay. Oh, I think I missed the part. I want
smart.
you guys to see.
She's got her own business that she's doing very well at.
Maybe it's coming up. If it don't come up, I'll change it.
Her family, actually, her husband and her family, her son, they actually spend time together. Something you don't
Oh,
know.
shit. Okay.
I've gotten to know you. What does that even mean? Like, I would be that superficial that I only hang out and talk to women that have long, beautiful blonde hair and a face full of makeup. And hot bodies, I don't do that. That's not where I find beauty. I find beauty.
Oh, we know because forgotten. We know because you are so jealous of any woman that is younger, prettier, thinner, smarter, has a real family that wants to actually spend time together, has a husband that comes home at night. Well, we know you're jealous. We know. We've seen it for years.
In so many different things. What I don't look at Savage. She doesn't.
Okay, real quick, I want to stop. Snake Up Snopster. It's obvious that the majority of this chat don't agree with you. So I don't know that this is the chat for you. I mean, you're welcome to stay in here, but we all, the majority of us disagree with you. So I would appreciate it if you quit talking smack about Makeup Mobster.
such a beautiful woman, but she opens that mouth and there you fucking go.
Now, is that not the kettle calling the pot black? She opens that mouth, and there, boy, if that ain't the kettle calling the damn pot black, because if Marissa opened her mouth, and whew, yeah.
Masonic girl, she could be such a beautiful woman, and then she opens that fucking mouth, and there it goes, and you're like, what?
Well, you know, sadly, even if you didn't open your mouth, you still wouldn't be beautiful because you have an ugly soul. That's what makes you ugly. But you've got one of these.
I think the part's coming up, or
disgusting mouths.
just hang tight
that
with
was
me.
on YouTube. Oh well.
Hey, Pete.
I knew this. I didn't realize that this is a toilet trap.
The toilet. Okay, I'm gonna back up. Hold on just a second. I want you guys.
I'm sorry, she could be. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Okay. This is the part. Okay.
Oh my God.
This just shows you right here what happens. Shows you that Jelly Bean doesn't think for herself.
You made it your life. You chose streaming, and there was days, Malls, you would stream 12, 13 hours a day. You didn't give two shits about your family. You spent no time with
I mean, hell, she sleeps, streams herself sleeping.
And your so-called anniversary trip that you supposedly were surprised at, you fucking did separate activities. She went on vacation with her family, and guess what? She didn't stream the whole time like you do. She actually spent time with her family. Novel idea, isn't it?
Now she wants to pick on people and gossip.
Huh?
I have a husband that's already told me that the only thing that he hated about YouTube is the fucking drama.
Yeah, I've heard Walnut's old Wally Boy, when you would try to bring him into your channel, he wanted no parts of it. Like I said, you're talking about yourself. Julie, you should have named this live Molly's Confessions.
Try the man out. Let him know that you're a gossip queen. And that's true. The thing is, she would be such a beautiful girl. Holy shit. She could. What
She is.
No, she's not a beautiful girl. Listen, beauty is skin deep, okay?
Exactly. I meant to say sorry, she could be. Yeah.
Oh my God.
She said exactly. I meant to say that she could be. That's what okay. So Jelly Bean said she's a beautiful person. Then she said exactly. I meant to say that she could be. I mean, that's because Marissa said, no, she's not. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm trying to say. Jelly Bean is heavily influenced by what Marissa thinks. And look, it is what it is. Ray Chili, 1956. Hello, doll. You know what I mean? It is what it is. You can't, she's going to have to do that out on her own. But do I think she's being taken advantage of? Do I think she's being used? Absolutely. But, you know, my opinion is like a butthole. Everybody's got one. You know what I mean? And that's mine. So I'm going to play another little video. I'm going to play something for you guys. Well, let me get this up. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Doing video. Okay. Nobody wants nobody to go after Jelly Bean. But yet, Jelly Bean, he's doing these lives, giving Marissa a platform and doing these lives saying that people are obsessed with her. That's Laura's verbiage. That she's been hanging around Laura too much. Laura thinks we're all obsessed with her. If you want to know the obsessed one, Laura, you need to look in the mirror because we're not running around befriending that heifer. So she will buy candles and candle wax from us. That's not, you don't see none of us doing that. So you're the obsessed person, Laura. But everybody, don't go at Jelly Bean. Don't go at Jelly Bean. Well, then Jelly Bean needs to watch your content because people are going to react. That's our prerogative. This is what, let's see. Okay. Oh, let me go back. Share my screen. And I got something hilarious to show you guys after this. And I'm going to go try to go fast through this. Yeah. I mean, I think Jelly Bean can take care of herself. She sure had no problem calling out Golden Gypsy or whatever for being a e-bagger whenever. Hello. Okay.
More than welcome.
This was last night.
But I wanted to come on here to say that and to say a few things. You know, people are sitting here making it seem like I went after makeup Mobster some sort of way earlier today, and I wanted you to prove to me that I said anything about her, because all I did was listen to who she was, because I didn't know who she was. That's the point. The point was, I don't know who you are, but you're running your mouth about me for no apparent reason and calling me dumb. So I asked somebody who you were, and they came on my panel and told me.
I wonder why she thought to ask that person. Come on, Julie Bean. Come on, you can't say that. You know, don't be playing us.
That's it. That's all.
That's it. That's all. Well,
I didn't say nothing about you. I don't know you. I've heard things.
I just played a perfect example, Julie Bean, of why she may have called you dumb. Because you don't think for yourself. You let Marissa do the talking for you and thinking for you.
And I don't want to know you. But thank you for the membership. I appreciate it. I know, Flava. I made it. I didn't want to be honest with you, but like so many people are talking about me because I am friends with Molly, and it's great.
They're not talking about you because you're friends with Molly. We're talking about you because you gave Molly a platform when she's been banned from YouTube. We're talking about you because you're doing videos saying that all the other creators in this community are obsessed with Molly. That's why we're talking about you. It's not because you're friends with Molly.
Easy to me. The stories that are going around are just insane.
No, the stories that are going around are the truth.
They will drive you crazy. And what drives me crazy is none of it's facts. Everything that they're saying is false.
No, it's not.
If you're going to say something, make sure it's the truth.
Exactly. You don't let somebody on your panel to spew her poison about a creator, and you don't even know if she's telling the truth or not, but you gave her a platform. That's not the truth, what she said.
It is crazy. There's the way they portrayed who Molly is so far from false.
No, it's not.
I just don't get it. Like, is she perfect? No. Does she say things that she shouldn't say? Yes. But don't we all?
Yes, we do.
Including these people. I got Barnyard over there.
Me? That's me.
Scheduled live for tomorrow at 9 a.m. Which, thank you, Barnyard.
You're
I'll
welcome.
be at work, so I won't be listening, but I'm sure I've heard it over and over again. Because that's all you do is talk about Molly.
Really?
I don't need your opinion. I don't need your warning. I didn't accept it before. I'm not going to accept it now, and I didn't ask for it. But thank you.
Make no mistake about it, Jelly Bean. I'm not warning you, and I'm not giving you I'm not warning you, honey. You butt with your own head. What I'm telling you is I'm trying to explain to you why people are discussing you and your little channel. It's because of what you're doing on your channel and who you're letting come up. Yes, real angel girl.
You're right, Adizzle.
I did, and several other people did too.
I mean, damn, they got all these stories about me, and then in the same breath, oh, her channel's boring. Then why do you watch me?
I don't know.
Why do you know my remove them? What's up?
What are stories that I have not heard anybody say anything about Jelly Bean? Nothing. I have
you don't
not.
get to talk about somebody, and then when they talk about you back, it's a problem.
No, it's just the
Oh,
way.
she's awful. She's evil. What do you mean she's awful? She's only responding to what you said. To her, you weren't awful and evil when you were talking about her, but she's awful and evil because she responds. Make that make sense. I know none of these people, none of them. I'm different. I'm not going to sing her say, you know, I hope they get hit by a bus. God forbid. No. I'm a little different when it comes to that, but I don't know them. I don't want to know them. Nothing they can say to me is going to intimidate me or get me to befriend Molly. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. I don't care about what you have to say to her. I don't care about what she did and said about things in her past. I like Marissa. I love Marissa. You know, Molly the White is totally different from Marissa. I love a Scorpio. What's up, down? Pom Pom, how are you? Like, you know, I don't know who was in here earlier when we were talking, but Laura had asked me, and she gave me advice, which was, you know, taken. Marissa too, she has said, why do you care? It's like, I'm not really good with words, but, you know, all this cyber bullying shit just don't make sense to me, and it disgusts me, and I just wish I could change it for a lot of people.
Nobody's cyberbullying. You had Marissa on your panel, and she threatened Makeup Mobster, threatened to go to her house, gonna roll up on her.
I don't like the whole calling people stupid and dumb and talking about their looks, and
she didn't talk about your looks. And if that's the worst that she did, Jilly Bean, if you can't handle somebody calling you dumb and stupid, well then, Sugar, I think you need to log off, boo-boo.
You know, how much money they make, where they live.
You hadn't had your vajayjay described into great detail.
What their teeth look like, how much they weigh, what color. That to me, I don't care. I don't care for. I would hate to be the reason
Yes, Miss
that
Ann.
someone does something hurtful, harmful to themselves because of somebody or me making fun of them for no apparent reason. And that's why I care, because I don't wish that on anyone.
You don't want drama, but yet you have the
Like you
queen.
say, I kind of wish I could change the world, change these YouTube streets. But no matter what I do or say, I can't. I ain't God. They're going to have to need to work on themselves. I can't do it for them. I wish I could, but I can't. I think my chat stopped. Hold on a second.
Yes, Wilma Flintstone. She does.
I'm staying true to myself. If there's who's talking about you, it doesn't really matter. They're nobody to me. But I don't get it. Like, they complain about being talked about, but when people talk about them, it's a problem. Oh, well, thank you for the membership. Hi, Ryan. I realize that, Love Scorpio. I'm not even going to try anymore. Yes, they are all nobodies at the end of the day.
Armenian Knox, I heard that.
Yep.
I heard that she did that.
Well, at least nobody to me they are. And if they want to go ahead and believe their own twisted up stories, narratives about me, then go ahead. I can't help what, you know, comes out of other people's mouths, you know, when they're on my panel or in my chat.
And okay, y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, but I haven't heard anybody talk about Jilly Bean. What people are talking about is her content. They haven't ragged her or tried to tear her down. I haven't heard that from one person. So she's making it sound like people are coming for her directly, and no, I haven't heard anybody do that. So it's kind of like she's, trying to be a victim of her own circumstance.
I can only control what I do, and I'm going to stay true to myself, and I'm going to continue to be friends and support people who I want to support and be friends with. And
yeah, Cheyenne, the potty mouth mom situation was another, Marissa went off on her thinking because she thought that she was taking Christmas gifts back and getting the money for it, and that wasn't the truth. And she, I mean, God, that was a, oh my God, that was awful.
You can't change that. So keep telling your stories, twisting up your stories, lying. Aurora, did you send me a Cash App today, Aurora? Yeah, me too, Lava Scorpio. Me too. Yeah, me too. What are you gonna do? Keep going live?
Good for you, Mama. I don't know. I just heard Jilly talking about it.
So now I'll respond to them.
Hey,
they'll
Ginger
respond,
Lots.
and then she'll respond, and then they'll respond. Like, what are you gonna keep doing that back and forth?
Jackie, good morning.
Let me see. That one person who's wearing Molly's. Yeah, tell me about it. Are we talking about the same person? Rhonda, I don't know if we're talking about the same person, but yeah, it is creepy. It is fake at this point. I mean, I've been told more about my life, things I didn't know about me than I knew about me. Like, seriously. If you're constantly talking about Molly and it's constantly in a negative, disgusting, evil way, you're obsessed.
You're obsessed.
If every content you make is about Molly, it's an obsession.
Okay.
And
first of all, I'm speaking for myself, and I can speak for Makeup Mobster because I'm in a lot of her chats, and they're not about Marissa. Mine aren't either. But when you do stuff like you've been doing, Jilly, then you bring her back to the surface. And the people that are talking trash about her, they're doing that because they don't have anything good to say about her ass.
Feel that it's bullying when you say the nasty things that you say. I'm sorry. I feel that.
Jilly Bean, do you think she was bullying me when she said that I slept naked and I had a bush and that I was sending pictures and describing them and that I was having threesomes and foursomes and orgies? Do you think that was bullying, Jilly Bean? But I'm just supposed to get over it, right?
That way. I would feel that way if anybody was doing that to, not just her. I've learned more from exactly, Jen. I'm scared to meet people because I'm afraid of what they're going to think of me. I've been in a fight with Dizzle and Molly for the past 6 months that I never knew about.
Well, I'm just saying that Dizzle doesn't have a wrench in it anymore. So did something happen?
I mean, I'm sending penis pictures to people of my man. I didn't know I was doing that either.
I did hear that she did that.
Like, it's one thing if they were talking about me because I did something to them. If I don't even know these people and they don't know me. They just dislike me because of who I support.
I don't dislike you,
Now, if
Julie.
I dropped her and I started supporting them, say I'm all these things now because I support Molly, but say I drop Molly right now. And
Okay, you're all these things. What things, Jilly Bean? What things? I haven't heard anybody call you a thing or anything. So why are you, trying to make this about you? Nobody's talking about you in a negative and derogatory way, girl.
And then, well, I'm still the same person. So what, then I'm not that person anymore because I'm supporting you? They dislike me because of who I surround myself with.
I don't dislike you.
I can real me too. Me either.
Oh, whistle down in there. Pinocchio. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Come on, Jilly, get with it.
I continue to support Molly. Where else I want. If I want them on my panel, they're more than welcome. If I want to talk about them, I'll talk about them.
Yep, you
if
can.
You guys want to watch it and stay in the bushes and clip it and play it on your live later and talk all the stuff you want, just go ahead at this point.
We will. Thank you for.
That's who you want to be there. Whatever.
We will. This all falls on unfair use, you guys. Just want to put that little reminder out there.
Real me. Oh, okay. I didn't get that. It just said Alexa like a few. Oh boy, I tell you. And then one thing, it's another with these people. Exactly. How you feeling, Ambi? You had every reason to be missing. What's going on? How you feeling, honey? I hope and pray all is well with you. I really do. There I am. And then remember, I need some tampons, y'all. They really did try to take one of my pictures. You guys are fucking disgusting. You know that?
Oh, read a book. I didn't know that.
There I am, guys.
So she changes her Sloppy Molly changed her life coaching with Molly Go Lightly to Go Lightly. Well, thank God for all the children that may have fell into her. I'm just saying, I don't know how she could promote any kind of life coaching business with all the crap that's out there about her and the way she's acted. I mean, the funeral ride alone was something. Now, let's talk about when she went to Key West and she was so messed up and she was wanting people to super chat her and peeing on, while she was live. I mean, all that stuff is out there.
Really are disgusting. But I'll pray for you and hopefully, it'll work out. All I can do is pray for you. Whatever happens from there is between you and God. But God bless. Thank you for your money though. I appreciate it. I'll make sure I buy the tampons with it. Thank you. Wow.
Mint Mama, you're going to tell us what happened. I don't know what happened.
I would like to think that I would. Wow. But they're the type of scum that I like, the ones that pay me, huh? No, that's not me. That's not me at all. They were just in someone else's chat and they all thought it was me too. But for the people out there, just make sure that it's me before you believe what these people are saying and take that story and run with it. Make sure you know that that's me.
You've made it, Jilly Bean. If you've been cloned, you have made it.
Stupid. They literally went into my social media platform, stole my picture, made up an account with my name. They had time to do all that. And now they're paying my membership to my channel and they're supposedly with me.
Okay, that doesn't make sense, but whatever.
Damn. But that's what's up though. They're paying. They're affiliated to stick around 3 months, so I'll keep making that money.
Yeah, I know. I heard Marissa say that she's coming back. She'd have to appeal it. I don't know. She's over there on her platform. I heard Diane snatch and clip it and say that she was saying that Adrian told her not to hit that appeal button, to not hit it. And don't you dare hit that appeal button. And then she said that there's a big lawsuit coming. So anyway, she drops all these, innuendos. I'm coming back. Nobody will know when I'm coming back. And I'm not going to tell anybody. First of all, she can't hold water. Marissa cannot hold water. Do not tell her anything that you don't want everybody else to know because she can't hold water. So you can bet she's already told other people what her plans are. But yeah, so she says up there, she makes it sound like, Adrian said, don't you dare hit that appeal button. So, and then they talk about this big lawsuit. So like, I don't know. I guess who knows what she's trying to put out there. You know what I mean? Try to trick people. I don't care if she tries to come back or not. She'll just get gone again, unless she's changed her ways.
Exactly. Thank you for your support.
I'm trying to wait for Love of Scorpio to get up there.
Yeah, I didn't know who it was, Troy. I had no idea. It was me. But there must be a couple of them because the one I just saw in somebody else's chat didn't have my picture. It just had the
Girl, there ain't
the
two
letter J.
besides you and the other one, honey. Don't kid yourself now.
I mean, I can think of a few people that are doing it. But I guess I must be relevant to them to do it, take time out to do it. I know, Jilly, you are blocked. I blocked. Yep, I blocked myself. Where did they get the picture of that from? They went to in one of my social media accounts and got it. Probably my Facebook.
Maybe it's your husband, Jilly.
Well, like, who does that? Who has? It's not even like who has the time to do that. Who thinks about doing that?
Trolls.
Who thinks I'm so bored? What should I do? Oh, let me go in and look up this person, get a picture of them, make an account, a YouTube account, and let people stream and troll them.
You're not
And then-
at Hobby Lobby, girlfriend.
I'll give them money to be a part of their membership. Wow.
You're not at Hobby Lobby, girl. You're
That's
at
stupid, but I'll
YouTube
take it.
in the drama community.
Thank you, Adizzle. I do. I remember. I absolutely remember. All I can do is all I can do is keep it real. Real enough, as real as I can keep it on the internet. I'm gonna keep it. That's it. I'm gonna be the real true me, and that's it. And if, like people said, if I'm boring to them, if you don't like me, just don't watch me. That's all I can tell you. And if you're gonna watch me, I guess you like me, huh?
Cheyenne, somebody that doesn't have anything else to do or to
Yeah,
talk
I
about.
reported it. I did. So I didn't block it right away. I was reporting it.
Let me fast
They
forward.
just make their own mind up, I guess. I don't know them, but now that my first impressions of them ain't no good because of what they are and what they're acting like.
It's like watching paint dry. Oh, you know what I mean? Oh my
But I'll
God.
be damned if I'm gonna let them continue to bully me.
Nobody's bullying you, girl.
And I'll be damned if I sit here and go live and talk about them constantly. If I like, that would make me miserable.
Well,
That
that's
would affect my life.
okay. Well, then don't do
That
it.
would mean they are relevant to me and they're not.
Well, it's could have fooled me.
So I'm just gonna keep pushing, keep doing me,
Do you, boo
and
boo?
just block them out because it ain't worth it. It's not gonna change for me. I'm nobody.
Pink, she created a channel when Sloppy Molly got booted
It
from
would be a
here.
kind of place that people will mind their own business.
I guess
Yeah.
she thought she was going to pick up all her supporters, but let me just tell you, she was around Pink whenever Marissa did that crap with the pictures. She was around because she come in under some videos of mine while that was going on, and said that she had saw the pictures. Hey, Peas said that she had saw the pictures that it was me, and my face was in and talked about ugly about me. So Jilly Bean has been known to have her. So instead of doing what a decent woman would have done, much less leaving the platform when Marissa's up there doing that, she chooses to double down and do her own little dirty work. Comes over to my videos on my channel and writes all these ugly comments and then denies saying that she saw the pictures and then denied it. I mean, there's all proof out there. Infamous truth teller. What up, baby? Oh, I know she is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she is. You can bet it's driving her crazy. You can bet that. I mean, I saw a thing the other night, you guys. She goes out to eat with her husband and her son, and she freaking live streams and is on Jilly Bean's panel while they're sitting there eating. What the hell? Who does that? Whew. Desperate people.
True. Love is real true. Like, they can't just let me be. I'm so happy and proud of you, though. And Dizzle wrote a book, y'all.
Hey, Brandy.
Dizzle, come say hi to me. If you can.
I'm so glad you did.
Or if anybody wants to come up, they can.
I gotta fast forward a little bit. So I wrote Team YouTube whenever she had Marissa up there dragging makeup
I haven't helped
mobster.
him yet. All I've been doing is texting back and forth.
I
he's
said
really hurt
Team
by what his
YouTube
girlfriend did, his ex-girlfriend.
a message and let him know what was going on. So she has the love of Scorpio and they talk about it. Love of
Scorpio. Who? I know. Earlier today, Navy Vet had gifted 10 memberships, and a lot of people got some memberships that I didn't even know. Always. I know. I asked him if he had a cash app too, and he said no. Like, even if he wanted to make that like something easy enough for him to, I even, said I'll talk to his parents if need be, or any one of us would, Hey, Easy. How are you? The person that just became a member, is she still here, or she just became a member to get my videos? Wow.
Yes, she does, Patty. Beth, she's a subscriber. I know she also reported him, and several other people did.
Drop a link for
I
Easy.
think Alicia did.
No, you're all right. Easy, no worries.
True infamous truth teller.
Come on up, Jen. I'll drop a link for you. Come say what you want.
Come on, girl. I mean, they say that she's not man-evading, that she can go on people's panels.
A bunch of them, Easy.
But if you'll notice, Daddy Justice,
that's okay, you're paying me money. I mean,
sure hadn't had her on his channel. Absolutely, Armenian. No thanks needed, baby.
I know you're not. I know you're not, Mom. I know you're not. I knew who you were when you got a membership. A few of you I knew, but some of them I didn't know at all. And I'm just like learning about all this. Like, I don't have like no clue about this stuff.
Okay, well, there's your first sign.
You're right. Yep, you're right.
You should educate yourself before you let Molly get up there and spew her lies about another creator.
Yeah, so I just wanted to come on and explain, like, you can make all the videos that you want.
Okay.
You can call me whatever you want. I refuse to let it get to me anymore. I refuse to make my content.
Okay.
And I'm just going to be me from now on, and that's it. Like,
okay.
Don't get me wrong. I mean, if I got to address something, I'm going to address it point blank.
You go, girl.
If it's necessary. But I'm not going to keep going live back and forth with someone if it's not going to make a difference. You know what I mean?
Ditto. I feel the same way. Good morning, Paige Davis. Hey, Ninja. Orchid.
Jen's trying to get everybody to come up. Look at her. Why don't you come up, Jen? She talks about Marissa and Laura, so they have every right to talk about her back and respond to her. But she said, their responses are either threats or ignorant. They talk about her in ways that she doesn't like to be talked about. In the same breath, she called me some kind of special dumb. So I let that little bit, it pissed me off a little bit. Because like, there's a lot of things I'd rather be called than dumb, because I just feel like that's, instead of, you know, who, let me and everyone else know, who Makeup Mobster is. So I let her talk, I listened. Laura came up, they gave me some advice. They let me know not to let what other people say bother me, especially if they're nobody to me, especially if they're irrelevant to me. And they made a lot of sense. And so I'm kind of upset that I let myself get even a little bit upset that they said something about me. It wasn't so much I cared of what they said about the person, because the person who said it, it was more or less like what was said. And no matter what, like, I'm only human, and I can only take so much.
I mean, Makeup Mobster called you dumb. That's all she said, was that you were dumb. If you don't want to be called names, then quit acting like she. I mean, it's simple. Nobody else is. But nothing else is said about you.
I'm about to be 42 years old in 18 days. Like,
and if you're taking advice from Laura and Sloppy, then I feel for you.
Like, I'm too grown for that.
Okay.
So basically, you know, now everybody's talking about it. Everybody's talking about how I let Molly up in my panel to talk about this person, to tell me who she was. It's just crazy.
Well, that's where you're at the crazy house.
And then I got like Barnyard over there.
Yep, that's me.
Making me my name in the description of her upcoming video. Well, let me tell you, you don't got to tell me nothing, because I don't care what you're going to say and what you have to say. It's the same old stuff. You say you don't talk about it. Why are you talking about it now? Why are you going to talk about it now? You say you don't talk about it. You're about to make a video about it. What's up? Barnyard the cartoon, no. DC. Easy. That's who it is. DC. I just think it's messed up that people talk about me just because of who I associate with. And that's the reason why, because those that are not associated, but once were associated with her and not anymore, they were once what they were calling me now. But now they don't associate with her, they're fine. They're fine. It's all good. Yeah, you're right, Mom, and that's what I'm just going to start doing. And I was doing it.
Yeah, infamous truth teller. I like to say a couple of chocolate chips short of a chocolate chip cookie. Let's see. Let's get to Love of Scorpios. I'm going to play something funny for you guys after this. Okay, Love of Scorpio. She's also somebody.
Come at me when I was in Laura's chat.
I
didn't
come at her. I just sent, you know. I can't remember what I said, but it wasn't.
You don't like how people respond, making fun of you and talking about your looks and whatnot, but then you just call me dumb in the same breath, like, and you don't even know me.
Yes. Well, we know how this game is played. We've been with Molly long enough. We see what. So they're nothing. They literally, like I said to you, at the end of the day, they are nobodies to you. I had a stupid Barnyard chess player come at me when I was in Laura's chat. She literally means nothing to me, and she lost her shit in Laura's chat on me. She doesn't.
Bitch, you lying. I didn't lose my shit on you, honey. Honey, I didn't lose my shit on you.
Mean anything. I don't even think about her. When she came at me, I was just like, what the hell? What did I have to do with this? And then I remember what she was saying from like 3 months prior. Ladies, get over it.
I know. Move on. Stop bringing up.
And it's not. And it really has nothing to do, like you were saying earlier. It has nothing to do with you or me. It's all about Molly.
Exactly. About who we stick up for. But here she is sticking up for someone who scammed somebody out of money.
Right.
Scam.
Girl, you want to talk about supporting somebody that scams somebody? Hello. And like I said, nobody should be telling me to get over it, what to do, when to do it, until you have walked a mile in my shoes. Until you've been, and why would I get over it when Marissa hasn't even acknowledged or apologized for what she did? Not that it would mean anything, but.
And others too. And that dox people and stuff. You're supporting them. So what you're claiming that Molly is and we're supporting, you're doing the same thing. I don't get it.
Exactly.
It's okay for you to do it. Well, we can't.
But we don't support people like that.
Exactly.
That's where the conundrum comes in for these people. We don't support people like that. Molly doesn't do that shit.
Shit.
That is their problem. It's their problem. It's not an us problem. It's a them problem.
Right.
So keep on rocking, girl. You
Thank you.
got your membership going. I'm super proud of you. And I know the abuse that comes with getting a channel.
Yeah.
Hence why if I ever get a channel, it will be by a completely different name.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you know what they did to Molly?
Brainwashing.
Literally the lowest point of her life is, and this is why I can't just forgive and forget.
Uh-huh.
It's bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, I know Laura was saying that she wanted Molly to get back on the horse, you know, right after she got her channel taken. But, you know, Laura has to also remember that her mom just died. She didn't give a fuck about YouTube.
Yep.
She did it. And I know Laura's coming from a good place. But you also have to think of the place where Molly was coming from.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That was a dark time for her. That was painful.
Thank you, Justin.
Go Justin for all. So that's, you know, people need to cut Molly slack. They don't like to cut her slack, but she's human just like the rest of us.
Yeah.
And she loved her mother like I loved my mother. My mother was my best.
Look, I didn't show her no grace when she lost her mother because I just didn't. But you know, first of all, she shouldn't have been live streaming all the crap like she was doing and letting Princess them snort pills and stuff at her mom's house when her mom's in there, you know, actively passing away. I mean, come on. It's hard to have a show grace for somebody and then doing that Airbnb like she did her. I mean, come on, you guys.
Friend.
Absolutely.
Thank you,
And it was hard to
Stardust.
see her go through that, and then all the bullshit that happened after from other fucking
Hey,
people.
in Love and Light.
Fake, the fuckery, everything else that went on after that happened with Molly's mom. It was bullshit, and I've seen it coming from a mile away. And I know that there's one person, and she tried to rip off Molly with the diamond. I've seen that girl coming from a mile.
Do you guys know what that's about? Something about somebody trying to rip Marissa off with the diamond. I assume she said that I don't know what it's about, but anyway.
When I would never chat with her in the chat. I would never speak to her. I've seen it coming. It coming. And I was like, oh damn, Liz, you got that one right.
Yeah, Wilma Flintstone, but that lady had booked that Airbnb like 4 months prior to going down there.
It was a total setup, total lies. It was, I don't know how many channels involved. They did it all together as a team. That's it.
Okay, so listen to this. How she talks about all these people coming together to go after Marissa. Does that not, is that not glaringly similar to what Marissa would do? Get all her Patreons and stuff to come after people and target them? I mean, and all these people, you know, Marissa has no accountability. They give her none. It's all these other people coming after Marissa.
It was proven.
Yeah. I've seen it. I was there with you all. I've seen it happening. And I haven't really got to spoke to Marissa yet because I know that she's been doing her, you know, getting back together and getting her head together. But I am going to call her because I love her and I miss her and she's a good person. I know people can't believe it. I know people don't want to believe it. But yeah, Marissa is a good person. So fuck you all who don't think so.
I think we're all good people. We all have a poo-pooey side to us. You know, I'm not saying that she's not, she doesn't have it in her to be a good person because I've seen that side. But I've also seen the other side a lot more.
That's your problem.
She really is a good person, and she really is looking and sounding and the best she's ever seen her.
Honestly. Yeah, she looks great.
She's in a much better headspace, and
well, good. She needed to be in a better headspace.
Today, she just said, like, you know, she went to the doctors, and it kind of like hit her now that about her mom and stuff. It sucks. It just doesn't go away like that.
No,
it doesn't.
So I heard her say on your other live, she's coming back. I'm sure she will in time. When the time is right, she will, and she deserves to come back.
Absolutely, and I'll support her then.
Scumbags on this channel that are literally ban-evading and breaking every rule. Molly hasn't done that.
Yep.
Really, girl? Scumbags. A lot of other people are scumbags, ban evading, and Molly hasn't done that. Yeah, she has.
She's allowed to come on.
She's allowed to come on. She's not allowed to come on under her old channel. So you know what? These people are really twisted. They have it out for her. They have had it out for her because why? She's likable. She tells them to go F themselves when they need to, and she keeps it rolling. She's like the water. You know, the water rolls right off her back. She just keeps on going, and they can't stand that about her.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you're right.
They can't stand it. And
you're right,
and that's why I miss her because she does deserve to be on this platform.
She does
just as much as you do. Just as much as anybody else. Just like Justin. Justin had his go around with these stupid.
She does not deserve to be on this platform. That's why she's not on it. Love of Scorpio. Quit drinking the Kool-Aid.
The people. He doesn't get involved just like Molly, and that's exactly what he should do.
Mhm.
They don't mean anything. It's frustrating. And I'm
Yeah.
frustrated for you that you have to be dealing with this shit because they're people that don't mean anything. They have no life.
All I am is a supporter and a friend that speaks
Same.
up and tells the truth and tells my truth, you know, and I stay true to myself. And just because, like,
No, he's
I
not,
couldn't imagine
Patty.
just, like, having so much hate for somebody because of who they are, what chat they're in, and who they support, and who they're friends with, and the things that they come up with. And I'm scared to meet Marissa. I'm scared to meet Marissa because Marissa's going to judge me on what I look like.
No, she doesn't judge anybody.
Exactly.
When I first met her, I literally said to her, I was like, hey, bitch.
Oh my God, she doesn't judge anybody. Can y'all believe she said that?
She's like having a sister. She's literally like having a sister.
Yeah.
That's the only way I grab you. Like, you can say shit to your sister you would not say to a perfect stranger. But coming from Marissa, you're like, okay, yeah, I see what you're saying. You know, like,
Right.
you know, there's personal things I'm not going to share, but
Thank you,
that's
Patty.
like
Yes,
she
it
loves
was.
me, and I spent time with her family. Like, I was with her.
But that he was just, a sheep following, following him blindly, following Marissa, just like these two yahoos are. yeah, Ginger likes. That's what she said.
Family, and she invited me. I
Yeah.
didn't ask her. Like, other people were begging her to come live with her in her home. I didn't ask her. She said, bitch, you're coming. And I was like, okay.
I remember at Christmas, right?
Yes.
In Florida.
Yes.
Now, Love of Scorpio was also on panel that night that Marissa was talking to Tacos and describing those pictures. And Love of Scorpio was telling Tina, Taco's wife, how sorry she was that I calling me a predator and saying that she's so sorry that I preyed on them and all this bull crap. Yeah.
Absolutely. And I think I probably talked to Molly maybe twice texting. You know, I was texting throughout her whole mother. You know, I don't want to overindulge her text either. But I would just check in on her and just, I've always been praying for her since everything happened with her mother. Molly's always been with me. Molly's going to be with me for the rest of my life. She has a huge impact on the positive people.
I'm sorry. Love of Scorpio.
Keyword being positive people.
Right.
And people that don't like her because of that.
Shit. No, that's not why we don't like her.
You're right. You're absolutely right.
I will always stand by Molly, Marissa. I will always stand by her. I've got much more positivity feedback from her and just watching what she's done from Summer Wells. I was at the tail end of the Chris Watts Kings when I started with her. I kind of was in the bushes back then. And then we started with like Summer, and I know you're not really into the true crime, right?
I mean,
you kind of dabble, but you're not.
yeah.
So I'm in there full steam ahead, like the rest of us people that want the truth to come out.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, the lady has the best intentions.
Absolutely.
And people think it's a fraud, and it's not. They think she's faking it. It's not. It's not. And I wish that people could see that, but I know they'll never give her a fair shot. They won't give her a fair shot. And that's
Right.
She's been given a fair shot.
Like you're saying the words like right out my mouth. I'm not going with words, and I just speak it to hopefully people will change. And I guess I'm always trying to change somebody, but I can't change people that don't listen and don't want to make the change and don't. Yeah, so I'm just choosing to from now on just be my true self and it's just ignore it.
Yeah, that's all you need to be. People like you, Julie, just because you are Julie.
Right.
I get people in chat like, "Hey, Scorpio," and I got Scorpio.
Hey, voices.
AKA Molly Go Lightly. So now I don't mind it because that's who I am. So anybody's like, "Hi, Scorpio," I'm like, "Hi." I'll just chop the first half off my name. Right? It really did. She branded me, and
I mean, all Voices did was have a different opinion about Don Wells and Candace. That's all she did. Her opinion about them did not go side by side with what Molly was thinking of them, and Molly lost her crap on her. I mean, that's all she did.
Carissa said she is the number one brander. She branded me Scorpio, and that's where it came from. It came from Molly.
Wow. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And she's. I mean, I'm not here to toot her horn, but I miss her, and I'm not ashamed to admit it.
Well, go to Keek,
I
girl.
don't mind about it.
Go to Keek and see
I'm
her.
not ashamed to admit it either.
Nope, and I totally get why she made the jump because she, gotta try something
Thomas.
else.
Yep.
For me to get the kick, it's pain in the ass. It's a pain in the ass for me.
Yeah. And you
Right.
know what, too? Like, I think it was Jen that said it. Even though it was total bullshit what happened and she was forced off of YouTube for no apparent reason,
Mm-hmm.
I think it turned out to work out for the best.
At that time, yes.
At that
absolutely.
time, yeah.
It definitely was a blessing in disguise, as I like to say.
Yeah, it was bullshit, but it was a blessing at the same time. And if and when she comes back, and whenever she's ready on her time, on her terms, she's gonna be bigger, better than ever.
Oh, I doubt that.
100%.
Yep. And I'm going to be there cheering her on the whole way.
Okay,
The
girl.
two people that welcome me in, and the two people's chats that welcome me in with open arms are Marissa's and Justin's.
Yes.
Mhm.
I'll forever be grateful to both of them for it.
Yep. Yep.
I met some really, 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 some cool ass people.
I remember when Justin rolled into Molly's and she used to tease him and call him Justine, and I see Justin's face going, "Oh my God, stop calling me that."
Yeah.
And it was funny because Justin and Molly compliment each other very nicely.
Mhm.
Have a good rapport. So it's like, a brother and a sister kind of thing. And it's hilarious the way they talk about each other. Like Marissa just blurts out whatever she wants, and then Justin goes, "Really, Molly?"
Yeah, Justin will say whatever.
It's
yeah.
that little banter.
He's a funny dude.
It is. It's hilarious. And
And they
Justin,
do compliment each other. Yeah. And at first, you know,
I know that's what he told me. Well, not me, but in a live, he said he didn't like her.
yeah, he just said it a little bit ago too. That he hated her at the first, but
I'm sure he was watching some hate channels against her. That's usually what happens.
there it is. I couldn't stand Molly when I met her. She knows that. But yeah,
You should have stuck
she's
with
been nothing
that.
but nice to me. Everybody has. Everybody.
Yeah, it's a great.
More blessed.
I have to say, for the most part, all the people that were there, like pretty much a lot of the people that were, like I know a few of them came from Quentin Simon's case. Some of them came from Summer's case. Like I said, I started back in the day at Quentin's case when we had, and whatever that other freaking monster.
Marvin.
Yep, I was there from the beginning with Marvin, and
Yeah, that's where I came in the beginning of Marvin. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
They were stuck.
Yep. That was brutal. Marvin was brutal.
Yep.
That whole thing, that whole bullshit was brutal. And I saw what they were doing.
Yep. And the thing is, I'm still, I never unfollowed her because I didn't know if I did, I wouldn't be able to go when she was live and see what was going on. And I was
She's
afraid
talking
I wouldn't
about
be able to
Dre.
get back in. Until this day, I still have her.
And I'm super proud of those ladies.
Yep, they sure did.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Yeah.
they did.
It was beyond crazy. And I've seen some crazy people come up on Molly's channel.
The rope.
Holy shit.
I'm a rope expert.
Oh my God.
Like, what in the world?
Oh my God. Yes, the rope expert. Holy shit. And then the pile on was like 10 people. Oh my God. It was
The best.
I wonder what Marissa is telling when she calls the BBC. I've had enough of that, you guys. It goes on and on. They talk about Mitten Mama. She says that to Mitten Mama. I'll play that real quick. But yeah, so it's ridiculous. What was I saying? I can't remember. Hold on a second. Let me get back here. We'll play.
Since he was going, the best is when it was Marissa, Justin, and Michelle on panel. And I know this past week she was getting back to what people don't know. She's getting back together with her husband. 3 days later, she's been dating somebody that is active in the military, and that she's moving up north.
Yeah, because she has to get out of her house. Of course. Of course.
Yep.
She's a sick woman. She's a real special one.
Yeah. She don't care about nobody but herself.
Huh.
That's right. And that's why it
A
wasn't
lot
going
of
to come up, because honestly, I watch Justin, I watch Laura, and I watch some of the other cases that are going on, but I really don't go into those trash channels. I really don't. I don't. I don't
Trash
have time for it.
channels.
I really don't. Time is too precious in this life, and we can't waste a minute on these losers.
Yeah.
No way. Not for me anyway.
Yeah, I don't need to prove nothing to them. The people
You
that
don't.
know me know who I truly am and know that I'm a good person. As long as I know that, that's all that matters,
Yeah, Jilly says that
It's not
Dre,
about-
And you can do this.
Dre ought to be ashamed.
Camera, start camming up, girl. You're
Yeah,
a good
I am.
girl.
I am. Like I said, I am gonna start now. Once I'm in my own place,
Your own space, yeah.
my own space and stuff,
Yeah.
I am. I'm gonna start. I mean, I have before. Like it wasn't like I haven't. It's
Oh,
just,
I know.
I'm not gonna.
Because you know what they're going to say, Jilly. Well, she
Mhm.
hides behind her avatar.
Mhm.
You know the bullshit they like to flip.
Yeah, well, a lot of people do.
I don't care
A lot
if
of
you
people
cam
don't,
up or you don't. I don't.
because
I've never
they're
made a
just
deal out of that.
It's okay for them to not come up,
Yeah.
But there's some people that never do. Never.
Well,
Never have.
they don't have to.
It's okay for them though.
Yep.
I'm a different story.
Of course. Well,
No, you're not. Nobody's making. You're making yourself
You're
I'm a different story.
a different story. Nobody's doing it but you.
And I support Malice No Lady too, Peter.
And that's why we can all be in here and talk to one another and respect one another and get along with each other, like
All 13 people,
because we all come from the same place.
maybe 14.
And it's, you know, I just like Molly's doing great, and it's just, and I know that she's still in her grieving process, and that's why I always pray for her, because I know she's in that process.
Yeah, and that's why I go to bat for her too, because like
I'm not covering Summit, but almost every title, there's Summer Wells' name right in her title, but she's not covering it anymore. And then
Right.
has the mother up on her channel with a wrench.
I don't know who she's talking about. Maybe Mint Mama. Was they talking about you right there?
wasn't me. So they took the time to go into my social media to get a picture of me.
Oh my God. Yes, she is a very lucky lady. It's like watching paint dry, man. Listening to her. Okay, I guess I can't. I don't know. Anyway, she went after Mint Mama. It was ridiculous. She's stupid. You know, anybody that don't go with them, you know, they've got an issue. Okay, so all right. I want to talk about all this, the stuff that's been the other stuff. We're gonna call this the I don't know, hell, true crime, water cooler talk. So, okay. So you guys, have y'all been, okay. I don't know if you guys support Ryan Upchurch or if you don't. I do personally. I think that he, you know, absolutely said some things that was a little crazy, but I also think that he brought up some very good points during the Callie Rodney. Now, as of me going live this morning, he still had not gotten served papers for this supposed court case. Okay. They, you know, still hasn't got papers. All these people are talking about it on YouTube, but he hadn't got served. So anyway, if you do follow him and know, he has been through it with his family. I mean, his family's turned on him, his mother, and this guy, Johnny Gobble. Well, I added this to my community link. This is a hilarious clip. Let me just say, Johnny Gobble is somebody that now his mom's teamed up with and that he's going against. But anyway, I just want to play this little video. But I also saw where Uncle Will posted a live and said, does anybody know? Let me see. Hold up. And then have you guys saw freaking Murdoch's love letters? Okay, have you figured out who made up the fake lawsuit on Upchurch?
Who the hell sits around and does that shit? That's some childish.
It was a fake
ass
lawsuit
shit to put out on here.
It looked real.
Just to get a little bit of
I think his
attention.
mom was behind the
Oh, I got my
the dude that come up,
suspicions.
the dude that Redneck Nation. I think her mom is behind all that. Okay, let's see. I want to play. Okay, sorry. Yeah, it was fake, Armenia. Yep, it was. Okay. Oh, I got to pull it up first. Hold on a second. Okay. I don't know. Hold up. Bear with me. I got to find the video. Okay. Let me close this out. Put the other one up.
We begin tonight with a Pleasant View auto dealer. He walked to his dealership.
Okay, well, I gotta slow it down.
Prized
Hold
vintage Camaros total. Welcome to News 205. I'm Bob Mueller.
I'm Alex Dennis, and a story that you will only see here on News 2.
I'm gonna slow it down. Hold on.
Drove the utility truck into the dealership to get in. News 2's Kelly Hargett is here. Kelly, sheriff's deputies say this all started in Kentucky and actually made its way here to Cheatham County.
Okay.
That's right, Kathy. Kinley actually had to take the day off. He had a hemorrhoid flare up. I'm actually up on substituting for the day. I'm holding the papers.
Okay, hold
Where it
on.
all began, Kentucky officials say that Johnson County Sheriff's Department tried to serve Johnny and Melinda.
His prized vintage Camaros totaled. Welcome to News 5.
And I'm Alex Dennis. In a story that you will only see here on News 2, deputies say that the suspect drove a utility truck into the dealership to get in. News 2's Kenley Hargett is here. Kenley, sheriff's deputies say this all started in Kentucky and actually made its way here to Cheatham County.
That's right, Kathy. Kenley actually had to take the day off. He had a hemorrhoid flare up. I'm Mike 12 Point. I'll be substituting for the day. I'm holding the papers. Where it all began, Kentucky officials say that Johnson County Sheriff's Department tried to serve Johnny and Melinda Gobble with arrest warrants. The two are accused of using food stamps that taxpayers provided to get tooted up, almost $1,000 per month for the past 3 years. A story you'll only see here on News 12.
He was on the premises by the cameras. He was here for about an hour and 15 minutes.
Last night, Gobble stole a Guthrie County utility truck, drove it through Anderson's dealership around 12 a.m., and then began damaging the business.
Run it into my Cuda and run over the Camaro here. He breaks into the drawers there and steals the keys.
There's surveillance video of the burnt-out suspect driving Anderson's blue Camaro through the dealership's door. After destroying the car, he then takes Anderson's black Camaro, leading police on a chase into Cheatham County. Once in the back of the squad car, the burnt suspect, as always, has plenty to say.
You have the right to speak to an attorney. I have a speech impediment. And to have an attorney present during questioning. Are you willing to answer any questions without an attorney present?
I am an attorney.
You are an attorney?
Yes.
Okay. How much have you had to drink tonight?
I haven't had anything to drink.
Okay. I can smell the alcohol in here.
You know what? I believe in Jesus Christ.
Okay. You throw out of the car on your road.
I threw a cigarette out of the car.
Okay, that was a lot bigger than a cigarette, man.
Okay, I threw a grenade out of the car.
What is your name?
Methamphetamine.
Your name is methamphetamine? Date of birth.
Why do I need to tell y'all?
Well, because you're under arrest right now.
I'm doing well.
Yep.
Boy, I need to take a rest. Good old 777777777. Whoever hit my car is going to hell.
Woo! Oh, that's right, Suzanne. I just got off the phone with Cheatham County Sheriff Tim Binkley, and Sheriff Binkley says that Johnny Gobble will be facing additional charges, including six counts. I've got earpieces in both ears, including 6 counts of promoting prison contraband after jailers discovered 3 iPads. 3 iPads, full size. These are full-size iPads, 2 cell phones with battery packs, and a carton of Virginia Slims in his rectum. In Cheatham County, reporting live, I'm Mike 12 Point News.
My neck redder cause the system try to choke me out. They must not have heard I'm the warrior of the rural south. Grew up putting coke cans in the tire of my bike so I could pretend I was a cool motorcycle rider. I got birdie on my Harley now, your boy ain't tapping out. I'ma keep it swinging till I'm old gray and can barely yell.
We'll come down there to Ghost Ranch and hang out with you. You know, it's all love, man. We're just trying to hang out with you, man. Just want to come down there to Ghost Ranch, ride your 4-wheeler.
That motherfucker. I'm telling you, hear it. You'll hear it forever.
5 stones flopping, motor start knocking, my Pirelli still sticky in the car, rap popping. Had a bad bitch with me, red hair, cherry blossom, Texas Roadhouse shorts, cut the denim down to nothing. This ain't stunting, this what coming up a smooth country bucking. Well, yeehaw around here and ain't tick-tocking nothing. Only sun up, sunset. If you need me for something, I'll be in the front yard. Pupils huge and I'm
Anyway, that was that one. So, let me see. There was something else I wanted to show you guys too. Hold on. Okay, hold on just a second. I just thought that was funny. And then the Alec Murdoch, I am like blown away that the letters that he wrote, like, who in the world would, even like go there. You know what I mean? I just say, oh my gosh. So that guy, he's got a prison show. He did 10 years where Alec Murdoch is at, and he was saying that he kind of explained why I guess they're assigned tablets whenever they go in, but they're not supposed to be doing other stuff with it. But and then there was something else. Let me see. I wanted to talk to you guys about Alec Murdoch. Lori Daybell, or whatever her name is. I was so glad that a Voice for the Voiceless. When I lived up north, tulips was the first flower that would bloom, after the winter. And my neighbor had, they were called midnight tulips. They were black. They were so black and just a deep, they were beautiful, beautiful. I love me some tulips. But anyway, so let me get that banner off. So anyway, I just loved how the judge said what he said to her. You know what I mean? I was so glad. I was hoping that he would be, vocal and like put it and not just sentence her, I mean, so grateful for that. I mean, she showed no remorse. And when she read that letter, wow, she cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, right? Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Okay, let me see. There was something else. I watched this, let's see. Okay. So I've been watching these. I don't know why I've started watching them, but like people that are having cancer and battling. Okay. So this was the first person I started watching. His name was Pee Wee Toms, and he lived in another country, and he documented his journey and when he lost it and everything. It was so sad. But also, I don't know if you guys watched, but this sweet lady Haley, she passed away, and then this Pog family lady. I mean, it's like they're all, it's so. I hate cancer. Oh, I hate cancer, and it's just I'm so grateful that these people are documenting their life. And I was thinking last night when I was watching her husband, James Jameson. Hello, babe. What? James Jameson, tell us. What did you say next? But yeah, Haley. And then the Pod family. And then I watched this girl, Jeannie Apple. She is, the doctors told her that she probably has just a few months left. So it's just so sad. And then the Pod family lady died yesterday, her husband. But I was thinking, her husband, I guess YouTube, they started their channel for their son, and it was like a gaming channel and stuff. And her son wanted to like be the next big, whatever that dude is that goes around and helps all these people. I think of his name right now. But anyway, the dad was saying that, how they started their channel for their son, and I was thinking, well, I guess this kind of gives them the comfort of being able to, like her husband, I assume he's not working right now, because he's been with her day and night, knowing that this was coming. So I guess, having a YouTube channel and streaming all that, I guess it allows them to be able to stay at home and not have to worry about going to a 9 to 5, while they're losing their loved one. I just hate cancer. I hate it. It takes no prisoner. I mean, all prisoners. It doesn't matter, what color you are, your gender. It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? I just hate it. And let's see. Oh, yeah. Can we talk about that girl, Taylor, that de-headed her freaking boyfriend? What a crackerjack nut job. So the fact that they tried her to see if she's guilty, and she was, not guilty, just see if she was capable of handling it, or if she was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. They said no, she was. She could stand trial. I was so grateful. And then her sitting there smiling and laughing throughout the testimony of what she did to him. I mean, you guys, she didn't just dismember him and cut him up. She pulled his organs and his intestines out and put them in individual bags and hid it all around his basement apartment for his mother to have to find. Like, and she's sitting there laughing as they're talking about this. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I don't get it. I don't get it. But her dad was he was one of the witnesses that they called, and he was in orange outfit. He was in jail. But so I don't know if any of you have a flan or whatever they call it, but I love that dessert. So I've got a couple recipes, and I'm fixing to try it. I'm fixing to try it out. So if any of you have any, have history with making one, and you have any little tips or whatever, let me know. Yeah, Desiree, that was awful. That was awful. And then she'd sit there. And then did you hear whenever they were interrogating her and was telling them that she was sucking and cutting like she had sex with his body? Oh, you do? I'm going to have to call you, Angela. Hey, I think I don't. Do you have a different number? Because I've been texting you and calling you. Have you got any messages from me? I hadn't got anything back, so I didn't know if maybe you had another number. But anyway, mine's still the same. So shoot me a text or something. So because I've been sending you messages, but yeah, that lady was crazy. But she was sitting there talking about how I guess she had sex with his body after she killed him. Okay, Brittany, thank you, doll. Love you. But yeah, pure evil. A very lucky lady for sure. But all right, you guys. Well, I've been on here for 2 hours. I just wanted to thank all of you for coming in and supporting me and hanging out and listening to me. And I appreciate you all, every one of you. And I'm going to get on out of here, and I'll see you guys in the streets. Diamond Cutter out.